Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for UBoat. I think I've mentioned this before. Probably, maybe my favorite game in my library right now that I'm playing. I really like this game a lot. I don't know what it is about it. There's just something about this game that I enjoy. But anyway, as I was loading in just now, it actually came up with one of those, little blurbs of like tips and tricks as you're loading in, and it said something along the lines of that ships will actually fly false flags to prevent being torpedoed, and of course you have to inspect them, which I knew that you had to inspect ships sometimes, because sometimes you'll see a ship with a Norwegian flag or whatever like that, and they might actually be running the blockade and things of that nature, so you're still technically allowed to sink them. I didn't realize they actually flew like legitimately false flags. Like it could be like a British ship running with a Norwegian flag or something like that. I didn't know that was actually a thing that they put into the game, so I'm glad I saw that little tip, because that's a cool thing to watch out for. I don't know that we found any of those. We've definitely found some that, like I said, were running the blockade, but I just assumed they were still Norwegian ships. They were just breaking the quote-unquote, it's not the law. I mean, you can't say one country declaring war on another being law or anything like that, but, law according to Germany, I suppose, at the time of this war. But anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. But where did we leave off, man? Okay, so here's the thing. Life has been chaotic for me, guys. I know I recorded a bunch of episodes up front a while back, but I do think there was still quite a bit of a gap, maybe at least a week of a gap here since the last time we had an episode. So it's been at least 2 or 3 weeks since I was able to record all those episodes, because life is crazy and it just happens. So give me a moment to reacquaint myself with where in the world we are. I'm going to pretend we just got back into port. So let's grab our merchant guy. Let's jump over here to the warehouse and make sure there's nothing that we need to resupply. Looks like we're really solid on food. We got tons of supplies, replacement parts, plenty of potassium absorbers. Looks like we're good all there. I could see the argument if we had space for one more stack of med kits, but for now we're okay. We got some dynamite, which we shouldn't actually need anymore. Right? We got the guy that does that, right? Let me go check. I think it is you, maybe? Skills. Not you. So is it the other guy? You, maybe. Yeah. Okay, so wait, what? Oh yeah, there it is. I was reading the second paragraph down there. The first paragraph is where it talks about he has the knowledge to scuttle enemy ships without explosives, saving torpedoes and ammunition. Okay, cool. So we will actually get rid of the dynamite, I guess, because I don't think there's any reason why we'd need that anymore. Free up some space. I wish we could put some like the med kits over here in the cabinet. That would be kind of nice. But that's just not how it works. Cool. We'll get that sold off. We got the 2 guns. I'm okay with that. We got the 2 of you. We got 1 helmet. I don't know that we need another helmet. I mean, at some point we do want another one of these, but that would literally use up all of our money. So we'll hold off on that. I have not used any coffee ever. But I could definitely see an argument for using it if we're in the middle of like a battle, or maybe more specifically running from some surface ships and we want to keep our officers kind of tuned up and ready to go. By that nature, I could also see an argument for bringing more of it, but I haven't used any of it yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. Food, we're okay. Ammunition, we should be fine. We haven't really used any ammunition. Fuel's good. Torpedoes are all good. We're using the Type P1 pluses. Okay, cool. Sorry about that little refresher. I just wanted to make sure we're good. Let's check the orc raids, make sure there's nothing here. Accumulators. Looks like we already got you installed. Perfect. I think we might have just done that recently. And it looks like we're good there as well. Cool. I'm happy with all of that. And let's check our crew. 6 of 6. Okay, we're actually short an actual sailor. So let's grab us. Take Rudolph here. Why not? I like that. You got tuberculosis. You've been arrested. That's probably why we didn't have a sailor, because of the arrested guy. And how are we looking on discipline? I think we're okay, right? So we should be good there. Obviously, we're not full on battery capacity at the moment, but otherwise, everything else looks okay. Let's get us some new orders, unless we've already got some. We do not appear to have new orders yet. Let's get us some orders. By the way, here's a question for you guys. I I love submarine games. I mean, I've been playing submarine games since. I mean, I've definitely played pretty much all of the Silent Hunter games. Some of them more than others. But I've definitely played all of those. And there was a game way back in the day. Was it like Secret Service or something like that? There's been several that go way back, and I've played those as well. So I've played submarine games for, man, going back to when I was in middle school, I think. But here's a question: like, I haven't really played any good surface ship games, you know, with like battleships or destroyers or anything like that. Are there any good games out there like that right now? I mean, I know there's World of Warships, but I feel like World of Warships is more arcadey, and that doesn't mean it's not fun. I'm not saying that, but it just felt, I got the impression it was more arcadey, not really what I was looking for. Plus, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of playing multiplayer games personally. I enjoyed the single player aspects of games. It's just more my speed, I guess. So are there any good surface ship games out there that, along those lines, that you know, kind of along this type of line that we could have some fun with? Let me know. Let me know if you got any thoughts or anything in the comments below. I definitely would like to look for one and find one. There was a couple I saw on Steam, but I just didn't know what was good and whatnot. So by all means, feel free to let me know, and we can maybe try something out at some point. Also, at some point, I wouldn't mind bringing out like a flight simulator type game. Specifically, I prefer like the World War II, World War I genre. I used to play, I'm sorry, getting off topic. Red Baron, I think it was. It was like Red Baron 3D or something like that. Way back in, I think it was made by Sierra. Like, are they still around? I played that game a long time ago. I mean, I don't have a joystick now or anything like that. I mean, I wouldn't mind getting one at some point if it was something I really got into. But I actually do like flight simulator games, specifically, you know, around those older eras. You know, obviously it's fun to fly around in an F-16 or something like that and shoot off missiles and whatnot. But I really like the old school, you know, gunfight, you know, like actually, you know, using your machine guns to take down shit. You know, it was cool. So if you got any suggestions for these types of games, let me know. Those are the types of games I've kind of feel like I've been missing for a long time, and I wouldn't mind getting back around to. Anyway, let's get back into the game. Sorry. Let's get some orders. So we still want to get to the tonnage war. We need to get another 18,000 tons. We get that done, and we are moving up to our upgrade here, which would be really good. These are both, okay, one's medium, one's low. What do we get as an extra? You just give us you just give us money. And you actually give us another officer. I think we're gonna go for the medium one here. Yeah, let's go for it. We ain't scared. We probably should be though. Just kidding. Let's open up all of our menus here. New session. And let's just head out over here. And we'll go... somebody told me that forward 2 is actually more battery efficient than forward 3. And I'm going to check that out here in a moment. Let's get to forward 3 just to get out. It's not forward 3, sorry. Forward 2 is more battery efficient than forward 1. Not battery, sorry. Fuel efficient is the word I was looking for. Than forward 1. Let me get out of the harbor here and we'll do like a comparison. Because we should be able to know, based on a combination of speed versus fuel, which one is ultimately better for us. So let's get out of harbor and then we'll do a better calculation here in just a moment. It makes sense. I mean, you know, there's definitely going to be an optimal speed no matter what you're doing. So if we were to go forward 1 right now, let me just do some math here because I'm sure math is going to be needed for this understanding. So forward 1, and I'm assuming we're going to slow down here in a second. Let me just go like speed 12 for a moment. Forward 1 takes us at 4 knots. 4 knots. And it gives us currently... is that accurate? 2,800 kilometers? Looks like it should be longer than that. 2,800 kilometers. Okay. And then we go to forward 2. That bumps us up to 8 knots. So it's actually twice as fast. So the only way this would be less efficient if it was less than 1,400 kilometers. Wait a minute. That did not math out right. What? Okay. I think something had not updated yet because why would it have more range at speed 2? Or if it really, is it really that much more efficient? Diesel engines minus 4.5 liters per kilometer. What? It is minus 5.7 liters per kilometer. Whoa. Okay, well, thank you, whoever told me that. That is insane. Okay, let's compare. I'm curious now. Speed 3. Let's get a comparison of all of these. So 10 kilometers. Or 10 knots, sorry. And it is 2,700. That's actually almost identical to speed 1. Like that's virtually identical to speed 1. That's insane. Because that speed 1 was 5.7, right? 5.7. This one's minus 5.9. And then what was this one again? Like 4 point something. I'm glad whoever told me that. I'm so sorry. I don't remember your name. I saw it like a couple days ago and I just remembered as I was sitting here. But I really appreciate whoever told me that. That is, I mean, I could have seen this information myself. I just made an assumption, right? I just made assumptions that slower is more efficient, but that is obviously not the case. Speed 4 is 6 points, which this makes sense. This would be slower. I 100% get that. And we're going 13 knots. So yeah, that's cool. And then finally, speed 5. 14 knots, which is not that much more. And actually, apparently identical to... I mean, it's not that much faster, to be fair, but it does look like if you're going to choose between speed forward 4 or forward 5, go forward 5. There's no difference. I mean, the only limitation is that in order to go forward 5, you have to have the engineer guy down here, right, with 2 guys. But then forward 2 is better than forward, is the most efficient. I did not know that. Now, is that true for batteries as well? We'll have to check that when we go underwater at some point. I don't know if that correlates the same or not, but we'll check it out. It'll be cool. But yeah, again, very much thank you. That is huge. I mean, not just because it's faster, when obviously we're going to get through stuff faster. That's awesome, right? I love the fact that we can go a little bit faster, literally twice as fast. But, I mean, the fact that it's just more fuel efficient, which is the whole point of what I'm trying to do anyway, is a big win. Not that going forward 1 was like hurting us in one sense, but this is definitely better. So, again, much appreciated for the correction of my assumptions, and I'll try to pay more attention to some of that stuff in the future. All right, sorry about that. A little bit of a distraction. I just want to make sure you guys knew what I had learned as well. We'll get close to the patrol area. New communication. AN 812. Slow southwest. As usual, I don't typically want to go after these. It is down here. It's actually right there. 812 is right there. But it's going southwest, so it's going away from us. Yeah, I think we're just going to get into our patrol area. I mean, I'm glad I took note of that. If it was heading northeast, maybe worth going after, right? But since it's going southwest, we're just going to try to get into our patrol area here. 722. Now this one might be one worth going after if it's close enough, because we're about to be in our patrol area. Which means that we could dip into our patrol area very quickly and jump back out and go after this convoy. So 722 is right here. I mean, there's not much water in 722. 135 degrees. Okay, based on the angle, I'm assuming it's actually down here. But it does look like it's probably just heading along the coast to go down that way. Not really what we want to go chase it after. I don't think. I mean, for all we know, it's going to go into one of these. Where's the closest port over here? Actually, there's not one. It's already outside of one. It's actually probably going over to London, most likely. But let's get into our patrol area, and we'll figure stuff out from there. Very soon, we're going to want to dip down. Start our scheduling, our dive schedule, I guess is what I meant to say. 38 degrees medium speed. 518. 518 is up there. 38 degrees. Let's see. 518 is right here. 38 is away from us. Okay. Not super helpful to us at the moment. So we'll just, again, get into our patrol area here. And then we'll start seeing what we can chase down. And we'll go ahead and click on our dive schedule. All right, let me, I'll bring you guys back when we find something, and we'll kind of go from there. All right, we're back. We found our very first freighter of this entire run. We've just been having trouble finding any freighters. And finding lots of military ships, and we got a situation here, obviously. We do have a freighter in sight. Come over here. It is a Norwegian freighter, so we will have to inspect it to see what's going on with it. But there are these patrols of destroyers just all over the place out here. We've actually dodged this particular patrol a couple times, and as you can see, it is back. It is out there. Can't quite see the ships themselves at the moment. We know they're there. Can sort of see it. We know it's out there. I don't know that we can chase this ship down in time to do anything. But wait a minute. Is that a freighter? I thought these were all destroyers. I can't tell what these are from this far out. But I feel like I see two stacks here that you would not normally see on a destroyer. I thought this was just a warship group. You know what? Let me dive down, maybe, and see if I can get a good reading on this group. I mean, we do want to chase this guy down in front of us. We're trying to. But let me dive down here for a second. Get a good reading on this group, and we'll see what's going to happen here in just a moment. Yeah, because I'm not sure if I'm just misreading what this group is. I thought this was a bunch of warships over here. Because we've been passing, in this area, in this little quadrant, we've been passing warships all over the place. And it's possible they are, I mean, I'm sure they have warships. If it's a convoy, they have at least a couple warships for sure. But last time I saw a group similar to this in this area, it was all destroyers. My question is, can we catch this guy before these guys get close enough? Probably not, if we can see the whatever I'm trying to say, the mast sticking up there. But yeah, my best estimate is this guy's going about 8 knots. It's possible we could still stay on a intercept course for him. But I need to get a good reading on these guys. So let's make sure you are... Okay, you're in the listening room. Good. I mean, the fact that we're going this fast might be a little bit hard for him to hear, but they should be close enough that it shouldn't matter too much, I don't think. A dozen ships. It does say warships here. Small group, 300 degrees. Okay, so... And they are moving away. Can we still intercept you? It looks like we can still intercept you at full speed here. Underwater. Let's just see if we can pop up next to this guy here in a moment. And, hope that those guys have gone far enough away that it won't matter to us. Like we're not actually heading towards you. We're not. My intercept is off here. I mean, you're down this way, so let's just head that direction, because I know which direction you actually are. I don't know why my guy's trying to tell me intercept for a different spot. Oh, we're only going 6 knots underwater. Oh, we could go 8. Why are we going slower? Okay, well, he's definitely getting away from us. Are they still going away? Says they're still moving away, but they are... Okay, no, that's that guy, and then this group is moving away as well. They're 20 to 30 kilometers. That is a massive group. Is there really 11 to 23 ships in that group? Alright, I'm going to risk it. Let's surface. Let's see if we can intercept this guy here. We can catch this guy and intercept him. And then, you know, inspect and whatever, and then dive and just get away, this might be worth it. I need ships. It's very dangerous. Alright, let's head towards this freighter. Some sort of intercept course here. If you see those guys getting closer, we'll have to do something. Are they heading this direction? It's hard to tell. Said they were moving away. I mean, surely they see us, right? I'm just going to keep an eye on them. This is insane. This is absolute insanity. I'm going to keep an eye on him, keep chasing this guy. Can't tell if they're heading towards us or away from us. Surely they see us though, right? They're heading towards us, right? Yeah. Okay. So they have spotted us. And they're moving to intercept as quickly as they can. Okay. Then we have to get away from her. Fair enough. We will... I'm going to dive, making sure we're heading in the direction that they think we're heading. And would have been nice to catch up with you, buddy, but not meant to be, I suppose. And then as soon as we go down below, we're going to try and change course in a completely different direction. Don't want you on the periscope, though. This is just stop direct orders entirely. Okay, so we are underwater. We might have to dive deeper in a little bit, but for now, what we're going to do is kind of head off this direction. I want to head a little bit more in the opposite direction of what they think we're heading to and hope that they move in to intercept us further ahead. I'm going to drop us down a little bit on speed. Technically, I think forward one is possibly the most efficient underwater. Well, it's hard to say. You go twice as fast on speed 2, but you do, in this case, the most efficient on the battery is forward one, but again, you're not covering as much distance. I don't want to go super fast because I don't want to be too loud. In fact, I might even turn on the blue lights. Everybody to quiet down here. You don't need to be on the torpedoes, my friend. Oh, I guess the alarm's enabled, that's why you're there. As long as you're not on the, periscope, sticking that up in the air right now. Are they moving away? It's still... Okay, you're moving away, I knew that. It still says you're moving away. Maybe the angle that I was seeing them at was deceptive, because maybe they actually were moving away from us. Or it's possible they just, they saw us go underwater and they decided they're so far away they just might as well turn around. Who knows? Alright, well, would have been nice to chase down that ship, but it's not meant to be. This area is very heavily patrolled. Now, we did get that warning when we, and I've been chasing this guy for a little while. We did get that warning when we came into this. We chose this section, right? That there was going to be more activity. Definitely a lot of activity. Just made it very hard to find merchant ships, to be honest. Let me just stay under for a little bit longer. How far away are those guys? Okay, they're fine. I think we can go back to our schedule here. All right, I guess I'll bring you guys back when I find something else. I thought we were going to be able to chase that guy down. It's possible I was just looking at that destroyer wrong, and none of those destroyers were actually going away from us. It looked like they were coming towards us, and it just didn't feel like it was worth the risk for a ship that we didn't know for sure that we could even sink in the first place. So I'll bring you guys back if I find another possible target. All right, we're back. We have found another ship. We do still have some warship packs out there, but they're not close enough to us at the moment. This one, at least, we are able to approach underwater because it is heading kind of towards us a little bit. I mean, it appears to be British, as far as I can tell. As best I can tell, I should say. Let's see, are we still heading towards... Yeah, we're kind of heading towards where it was, just because we're already sort of in range. My idea would be that we kind of pass it and then just take a shot, like right as it's kind of getting close to a broadside for us. The torpedo should be able to turn just fine and hit it at a virtually 90-degree angle without too much issue here. So we are going to... Yeah, this just very much looks British. Is this a tower? I think it's a tower, right? Yeah, definitely a tower. We'll recognize that as a tower. I don't know how fast it's going. That's going to be the one thing that's going to be a little hard for me to estimate here. Yeah. I'm going to kind of make sure we're heading right back there. Kind of where it's at the moment. It's straight ahead of us, more or less. We'll kind of track it and see if we can get a good estimate of its speed here in a moment. We will be able to get its bearing just fine. As far as distance right now, I mean, if it's at 356 and basically along that line, then it is about 4,000 meters away from us at the moment. So let's go ahead and just put 4,000 in here, and then angle on bow. If it's like right there, and we are 17.5 degrees off to its left. So we'll come into here. We're on the left about 17.5 degrees. There we go. Set that 4,000 meters, something like that. And again, we don't really know the velocity right now. We'll get a good bearing of that in a minute. One thing I do want to do is go ahead and come in here and have you go ahead and maintain us for torpedo, please. We'll go ahead and take off your guys and give them to you just to get that maintained quicker. I think I'm okay with all of that. I mean, he's still a long ways away. But, like I said, we should be able to get hopefully a good bearing of his speed in just a moment. Like I said, we expect him to be right about here right now. A little hard to determine his speed, to be honest. I could just throw in a guess of about 8 knots, which is probably not grossly inaccurate. Usually these guys are going about 7 to 8 knots. Probably lower my periscope just a smidge here. I have what I usually do, which is kind of put us a little bit above the water because the waves are pretty high. But we don't need to be sticking up that much. I'm curious, how much are we like poking up there? I mean, we're poking up. They're going to be able to see us if they're really, maybe not from that distance, but they would if they were to get a little bit closer here. I'll have to be a little careful here. As he gets closer, we could always dive down a little bit closer down below, but I don't think it's going to matter. Should be able to stay on this guy for the most part here. Torpedoes maintained. That was pretty quick and easy. I might go ahead and maintain another one just to make sure we have a backup. I don't know that we'll throw a spread at this guy, but we would like to make sure that we do take care of him, right? So there's a better way for us to really truly understand his speed. And we have warships nearish by. We're not hearing them right this second. I mean, pretty much as this guy gets right about here, maybe, you know, about 45 degrees off to our left. Around about there is probably where we would throw a shot off at him. We'll see. We got to get him a little closer. Like I said, as he's approaching us on this line, we're going to continue on this line. We're already within you know, 1,200 meters of that line itself. So as he gets close to the side of us, well within range of a good shot from the torpedoes. Yeah, they're moving away, so we're good there. Should be a good one though. This is a good opportunity for us to get a really good torpedo shot, which is what I like the most. Obviously, we like getting really strong torpedo shots on some of these guys when we can. I mean, how much do I trust the ability to get a good speed on this guy? Not really a lot, to be perfectly honest. Not with how we're bouncing around here. We're bobbing and weaving like crazy at the moment. Alright, so torpedoes are maintained. That was very, very quick. I'm actually going to put you back on depth keeping. Let this guy get a little closer. Pretty much once he starts to fill up this screen a bit more, this is when we're going to be really wanting to throw a shot at him. I wish I should have taken note of the time. I might have been able to get a good prediction of how fast he's going. Probably should still do that. Let's see, he's at 348. 348 from where we're at right now. Which is, and again, he should be on this line here. What about there? 2,600 meters. That's at 1520. So maybe in about 5 minutes, we can kind of sort of get an idea of how far he's gone. I forgot to check this time or whatever from that distance there. I mean, I guess one thing I could do, actually, this would work. I could take what we're doing, took us from there to there, which is, I mean, it's not going to be crazy accurate because we haven't gone very far. 500 meters, right? And in the time it took us to go 500 meters, he has presumably gone twice as fast, which means he's going 8 knots. Okay, I think we're actually pretty locked on. It could be 7. It could be a little bit closer to 7 because he's only 961, but it's close. I think 8 knots, 7.5 to 8 knots is actually pretty accurate. So I think we're okay. We can't update our distance here though, right? 2,600. Angle on bow. Is the angle on bow pretty accurate? I mean, is it 342 now? We'll do another reading here in a moment. So I kind of want to get him a little bit closer to, I don't know. Like 315, right? Something like that. Yeah, that's 45 degrees off of 270. So yeah, if we get him closer around 315, I think that's going to be a much better place for us to take a shot. So maybe as he crosses the 325 mark, that'll give us 10 degrees to really hone in on exactly where he's at. Kind of figure that out. 45 degrees, he'll be... I mean, we might want to go sooner than that. We might want to do it at 325. Give that torpedo time to kind of circle around. Yeah, that might be actually better. So maybe around 335, which is actually about to happen here in just a moment. Is this the... Yeah, this is the 1.5. So he is actually starting to fill up this pretty nicely. Definitely getting very close. Empire Trader. Alright, let's check him at 335 here. Yeah, he's in 1,600, 1,700 meters. This actually might be a good time to start figuring out exactly what we want to do here. So, we are off his bow. We are at 40.2. So, let's see if that's accurate with what we've been keeping up with. Close. We'll call this 40.2. If I can get it locked in here, that'll be easy. There we go. Something like that. His distance right now is 1,600 meters. His speed, we're going to say 8 knots. I could go ahead and fire the spread. Just to give us a better chance of getting something going here. And actually, I mean, we might want to go ahead and just take this shot. Because he's very close to us. He's very close to that 325 that I was wanting for. I think we go ahead and fire a spread here. Now, question, is the spread to the right? Or is it... or to the left? I don't remember. Alright, let's make sure we communicate all this information.
Geschwindigkeit 8 Knoten. Aktualisieren. Entfernung 1, 6, 0, 0
Alright, he's getting right close to that 45-degree angle. And he's definitely going to be a lot closer right now. So he's at 317. Let me just get a real quick update on this. Come on. Why are you not working? Clock. Come on. Why are you not going? Goodness gracious, it's not going at all. 312. Come on. Okay, whatever. We're going to call it about 1,200 meters then, because I don't know why it's not updating. That was really annoying. Yeah, let's go ahead and set that in.
Winkel 6, 2, links. Schussunterlagen aktualisieren. Entfernung 1, 2, 0, 0 Meter.
I'm going to go for kind of a little bit front and hope that
Los!
those torpedoes spread to the right. I actually don't know. Alright, let's close this out. Guess we'll get a good idea of where the torpedoes are spreading here in just a moment. I wanted to go click on you. Watch the torpedo. Action cam. Where's the other? Can we see the other torpedo? So it is going to spread to the left. Alright, so that's good to know. I didn't know for sure which direction it spread, but it's good to know that it spreads to the left. So that actually might mean we... it actually might be right on. I think if we miss anything, it's because the distance is wrong. We might have the distance wrong. And actually, yeah... he might pass in front of us. It's hard to tell. We actually might miss off the back here, but hopefully that means the second torpedo will be able to hit him. Yeah, we definitely think he had the distance wrong. We're going to miss right off the back, aren't we? Or are we going to hit his tail? Oh, we just barely missed. All right, where's the other one? There we go. So the other one did hit. Good stuff. We didn't get the action cam, but we definitely we got the hit there. Nice. Got a little bit lucky on that one, just because of the way it spread. So that was good. I don't think it was because the speed was longer. I think it was because I was having trouble getting his angle here. And he's at 274 right now. Actually behind us. Yeah, he's only 1,000 meters. Only 1,000 meters away, so yeah. Oh, man, I think we just destroyed that thing, didn't we? That is awesome. That thing sunk fast. We haven't had one sink that fast in a long time. That was a good shot. I wish I'd be tracking the other torpedo. I guess I should have tracked the second torpedo the whole time, because we would still been able to see the first one in front of us. That would have been the smart move. No one said I was smart. I'm just kidding. We'll do that next time. Good check for survivors. Too far. I don't know if we care about that, honestly. I think we're fine just ignoring that and let's move on with our lives. That was a good shot. I'm very, very happy with that. How are we looking? Actually, we're actually a bit over time. Let's go ahead and put a cut in there. We got us a shot. I'm very... 5,921 tons is really good. We need, what, 18,000 to finish off this, you know, particular section of the mission to get us the blueprint. Which means we need 2 more of those, essentially. Maybe even 3 more. We do have more torpedoes. A couple more. Not a lot, but we do have some. So we could try to find us another ship, hopefully. At least to find one more. That's definitely the goal, is to find at least one more here. And we'll see where that takes us. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.